subscriber button so that you will be subscribed to my channel, and also don't forget to hit on the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my future video. And today in this video I'm going to show you how to make a very beautiful fancy button. So to make that, this is a single fold fabric. I have already made the neckline, armhole, and this is the lace I'm going to use to make the fancy button. Okay, so to the one side of the lace I'm going to give some running stitch like this, a big stitch like such, where you're going to gather the entire lace. So it can be a kota patti lace or it can be any kind of zari lace, so that's going to look really beautiful on a black color fabric. So this lace is absolutely left up to you. So just put a running stitch like such. So pick a little by very little fabric at a time, and you're going to make a running stitch like this. Okay, so once it's done, all you're going to do is you're going to pull the end thread like this, so that you can see a small gathering on one side of the lace. So once I finish, I'll be pulling out the thread nice and neat, so that it's going to have a huge gathering like this, and it's going to turn like a circle. Okay, so now you can see I'm just pulling that out and I'm just making a round like this. So in this way, a straight lace is going to turn into a round lace, and I'm just forming that by putting some stitch like this, and this is how it's going to look. Can you see that? It just looks really beautiful. And let me show you how to attach this. So before attaching, we are going to cut into the neckline. So I already made a U neckline. To the center, I'm going to give a slit till 5 to 6 inches like such, and I'm going to insert the button and the loop to the either side of the fabric. So to the left hand side, I'm going to attach this beautiful circles. Okay, just you're going to make everything on the pretty side of the fabric, so just place that on the marked point, and just like that you're going to sew these beautiful round lace on top of the pretty side of the fabric. Okay, so once it's done, you're going to sew on the entire circle. Okay, so now I'm sewing on the entire circle. I'm going to do this to my 4 circles. So that nice and neat, take your time, so that very little portion at a time, and you can see I'm just sewing like this. So same way, I have finished all the 4, and exactly at the same point to the next side I'm just marking, so because I'm going to add the loops to my right hand side of the fabric. So I have already made a loop in many of my video. I showed you how to make this loop, so I'm not going to repeat of this thing. Okay, so I'm just cutting the loop for like 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to take like 4 loops for this project. So mark the exact loop point to the another side. Without marking, please don't keep that, or else once after sewing the button you won't be able to put the loops in. So just fold the loop and you're going to place it like this. Okay, once it's done, you're going to loop this to the button. Okay, make sure that the folded edge of the loop faces your fabric, and the raw edge of the loop faces the raw edge of the fabric like this. Okay, so make sure that you put the stitch little by little just by folding the loop and placing that on the exact marked point. Now take a long strip of fabric, fold the fabric in half and mark the exact slit point. So now this is the center point of the fabric and that's the slit point, and I'm going to cut into the fabric till the slit point like such. And now I'm just folding the raw edges of this fabric, just so that for once, that's more than enough. Okay, just giving a single fold to the raw edge. I'm going to sew all the 3 sides like this. And now I'm going to attach this piece of fabric to my neckline. Just make sure that the pre-side of the piece of fabric facing the pre-side of the fabric match the center point, that's the slit point, like this, and pin that in place. And now you're going to finish off all the raw edges by sewing on top of this. So once everything is done, you're going to finish off the neckline, just making sure that you add some interfacing, and you're going to turn the neckline out. Okay, so now just make sure you cut into that to make the turn nice and neat. And you can see that the loop is popping out once I turn the fabric. It just came out really simple and neat. And on top of that, I'm going to put a stitch to secure that in place, so it's going to come like a V. Okay, so this is how it's going to end. Now I'm going to attach this button on the exact center of the zari lace. Okay, and once I attach the buttons and our neckline is ready, it just came out really beautiful, very fancy, and really neat. Hope you like this video, and it's very simple and easy to make. I want everyone to give it a try. And if you like this video and if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also don't forget